Kit Harington told Rose Leslie how Game of Thrones ends, and she actually refused to speak to him. Game of Thrones Kit Harington and his co-stars have wrapped the long-running fantasy TV series in what is bound to be a memorable final season. The storyline for this 8th installment, airing in April 2019 onwards, is one of the best-kept secrets in TV. However, when Harington revealed all to wife Rose Leslie, she didn't thank him for sharing. To begin with, in 2012 Harington and Leslie met on the set of the smash hit HBO show. At that time, Leslie's character Ygritte fell for Harington's Jon Snow. Leslie's involvement came to an end when Ygritte was written out, but the couple's real-life romance flourished. Harington's Jon Snow did also meet his end, but magic brought him back from the dead, and he has survived to be part of the 8th season finale. Harington's role in Game of Thrones, the fantasy phenomenon based on the books by George R.R. Martin, has hugely boosted his career. It appears that Harington, whose father was a businessman and mother once a playwright, never went through the struggling actor phase when he first started out. He jumped straight into the profession and landed on his feet. After attending the renowned Central School of Speech and Drama in 2008, he landed the lead role in War Horse in the West End. Not long later, his defined abs would become a national talking point, after a landmark audition earned him the role of Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. Indeed, this was a role that made both Harington and his toned physique hits with viewers. Back to recent times, with a legacy to be proud of, the young Harington grew up with the moniker Kit. Harington's full first name is Christopher. He talked about this with Interview magazine in 2013. He said, "I was called Kit from day one, really. I only found out my name was Christopher when I was 11. But his furry friends didn't give him the push into acting himself." In an interview with Esquire magazine in October 2018, Harington said that came after he had watched the English touring company's performance of Waiting for Godot at the Swan in Worcestershire, UK. He explained that Lucky's role had blown him away. He added, "This actor says nothing in the whole play, then has this thing that's just a stream of consciousness." Harington explained to Elle that he hadn't had big expectations when he had started out either. At first, he had just wanted to show off and maybe attract the ladies. However, eventually he realized that he had a taste for it, and it would be worth putting in some hard graft. Possibly Harington could not have expected the success that he attained with his Game of Thrones role. Like others before him, Harington had hoped for notoriety and fame. However, the worldwide fanbase a big show such as Game of Thrones called attract hit him like a 10-ton truck, the actor told Sam Parker in the Esquire interview. Most of the main players in the drama had scrambled to find out their fate when they were sent the scripts by email, according to TV show Entertainment Weekly. Harington, however, had not. He turned up to a script run-through in October 2017 without knowing. He told the show that he preferred to find out with his friends by reading it out aloud in the group. And that reading would turn out to be an emotional affair for Harington. The actors gathered at a table littered with fake skulls to recite the last scenes of the series. It was all too much for Harington, who found himself in tears more than once as they read through the show's final moments. In 2016, the Games of Thrones author George R.R. Martin warned the Guadalajara International Film Festival that it wouldn't be a typically happy ending. Martin said that viewers should not expect a finale where everything is resolved and the good guy wins and the bad guy loses. He added, "We very seldom see that in real life or in history, and I don't find it as emotionally satisfying myself as what I like to call the bittersweet ending." Other reports say that there will be fewer episodes this season than previously, but the season will pack in the same amount of action. This is because the 6 episodes will all be bumper length, with suggested running times of between 80 and 90 minutes. And the season seems to have had an extensive shooting schedule. Tantalizingly, Harington dropped a video on Instagram in April 2018 that featured him and Emilia Clarke, who plays screen love interest Daenerys. It appeared that they were on set in Belfast. They briefly introduced themselves before jokingly suggesting producers have ordered them to stop filming. So it seems that Harington wants people to know how tight the secrecy was around the huge production, meaning preventing any spillage to the public. Some fans loved the Instagram post. "Miss you, Jon Snow. Please come back soon," Sugarbody posted in response. Another poster, Driftaway59, added that they had mixed feelings because while the series was coming back, it would be for the final time. Love them both. Can't wait for the season to start, but doesn't that mean the end of GOT? Meanwhile, Maisie Williams, the actress who plays Arya Stark, gave her character a social media send-off with an intriguing post in July 2018. Accompanying it was a picture of bloodied trainers, which seemed to have been splattered in a gory scene or two. She wrote, "Goodbye Arya. Goodbye Game of Thrones. What a joy I've had. Here's to the adventures to come." The intrigue continued with another poster airing their thoughts about whether Arya would turn out to be the last woman standing. Javiason said, "I hope Arya is one of the survivors to build a new Westeros, and I hope she kills a lot of people who deserve it, being a faceless woman. Cersei, run." One apparent superfan got very excited about their favorite show returning. And the Instagram post had clearly whetted their appetite for new adventures to unfold. Knight though said, "The sentence, goodbye Game of Thrones, literally creates knots in my stomach. Crazy to me how I'm around while the best show of all time also is." Although fans might anticipate a pleasing ending, Isaac Hempstead Wright, who plays Bran, poured just a little cold water on the speculation. In an interview with Hollywood Reporter, he said, "It won't go the way some people want. It will be too happy for some people, or too sad, or too whatever. That's the nature of an ending. When it comes to a conclusion, this is the end. Nothing more is coming, and the certainty of it being over will definitely bother people," Wright added. However, he confidently declared that the show's hotly anticipated return, on April 14, 2019, would smash it. Do you want to know how Kit Harington told Rose Leslie the Game of Thrones ends? Watch our video to know more about this, and don't forget to tell us your view about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more related videos.